Well, hello there. Sion Batson here from Sion Batson Tutoring, and in this video, we will be graphing inequalities on a number line. Very important concept for all of my 6th graders, my 7th graders, and my GED students. So let's go. Now, this exercise is out of my 7th grade math workbook. You can master 7th grade math next generation learning standards. This workbook covers all of the next generation learning standards as well as all of the common core learning standards for 7th grade. This workbook is filled with very simple and easy to follow notes, step-by-step examples, guided examples, and more than 1,100 practice problems and answers. Parents love this workbook. Students love this workbook. And the teachers love this workbook because it is a great resource for extra practice at home, for homework help, and it is the ultimate study guide to help your scholars get ready for the 7th grade state exam. So if you have a 7th grader, I would highly recommend that you get them a copy. You can get your copy from Amazon. Now, to our exercise. We graph inequalities on a number line to show all the values that are in the solution of the inequality. Yes? Now, I am going to teach you 2 very simple steps that will help you master this concept. Step 1, we will place a circle on the number line to show where the solution of the inequality begins. Now, very important. The circle that we use will depend on the inequality sign. If the inequality sign is greater than or less than, we will use an open circle or an unshaded circle. If the inequality sign is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, we will use a closed circle or a shaded circle. Yes? Now, step 2, we will shade either to the right of the circle or to the left of the circle. Now, we will shade to the right of the circle if the inequality sign is greater than or equal to. And we will shade to the left of the circle if the inequality sign is less than or equal to. So, greater than we will shade to the right, less than we will shade to the left. 2 very simple steps. Get the idea so far? Now, let's try our first example here. We will graph x is greater than 1 on a number line. So the first step, since x is greater than 1, we will place a circle at 1. Now, since the inequality sign is greater than, we are going to use an open circle or an unshaded circle. So we first place an open circle at 1. Yes? Step 2, we will shade either to the right of the circle or to the left of the circle. Now, since the inequality sign is greater than, we are going to shade to the right of the circle. Yes? We just use an arrow like that when we shade. And we're done. 2 simple steps. Place a circle and you shade. Now, let's talk about what this graph means here. We are using an open circle at 1 because 1 is not a part of the solution. X is greater than 1. X is bigger than 1. So only values that are greater than 1 will be a part of the solution. So the open circle here, or the unshaded circle, tells us that 1 is not a part of the solution. Now, we shade to the right because all the values that are bigger than 1, all the values that are greater than 1 will be to the right of 1. Yes? So values like what? 1.5, 1.25, 2, 3, 1,000, 5. Any value that is greater than 1 will be to the right of 1. So that is why we shade to the right. Get the idea? Very good. Very good. Very simple concept. Let's try another one here. Let's try, let me fix my number line. Okay. Let us graph x is, let's say, less than or equal to 4. Yes? X is less than or equal to 4. So step 1, since x is less than or equal to 4, we are going to place a circle at 4. Which circle do we use? Well, since the inequality sign is less than or equal to, right, we will use a closed circle or a shaded circle. So we put a closed circle at 4. Yes? Now, after we place a circle, we will shade. Since the inequality sign is less than or equal to, we will shade to the left of the circle. So we will shade right here. Now, let's talk about what the graph means. First, the shaded circle here tells us that 4 is a part of the solution, which makes sense. X is less than or equal to 4. So 4 is a part of the solution. Yes, x is less than or equal to 4. So the closed circle tells you that 4 is a part of the solution. Now, we shade to the left of 4 because x is less than or equal to 4. So all the values that are less than 4 will be to the left of 4. Values that are less than 4 would be 3, 2, 1, 0, 3.5. Yes? So again, the closed circle tells us that 4 is included in the solution because x is less than or equal to 4. So all the values that are less than or equal to 4 will be 4, and all the values to the left of 4. Make sense? Very good. Very good, my friends. It's a very simple concept, very simple. I want you guys to try one. I know you guys are waiting on your turn to shine and show your parents or your grandparents or your auntie or your uncle that you get the concept. Let us graph. Now we can use any variable. Let us graph y is greater than 2. So I want you to pause the video. If you need to, you can go back and look at the 2 previous examples that we just worked. Then come back and try this example and see if we get the same graph. Yes? I believe in you. Just follow the rules. 2 steps. You're going to use a circle and then you're going to shade. Either to the right of the circle or to the left of the circle. That's all I'm going to say. Give it a try. Now, welcome back. Let's see if we will get the same answer here. So y is greater than 2. So the very first step will be to place a 0 at 2. Now, which 0 are we going to use? Sorry, a circle at 2. We're going to place a circle at 2. Which circle are we going to use? Well, since the inequality sign is greater than, we are going to use an open circle or an unshaded circle. And we place our open circle or unshaded circle at 2. After we place the circle on the number line, we are going to shade. We will shade either to the right of the circle or to the left of the circle. Since the inequality sign is greater than, we will shade to the right. Yes. And I know you guys got this graph. Now let's talk about this graph. Y is greater than 2, yes, means that only values that are greater than 2 will be a part of the solution because y is more than 2. So that is why we are shading to the right of 2. Now, the open circle here tells us that 2 is not a part of the solution, which makes sense because y is more than 2. Y is bigger than 2. Y is greater than 2. So only values that are bigger than 2 will be a part of the solution. So the open circle or the unshaded circle always tells you that the value that it is placed at is not a part of the solution. Yes? Very good. All right. Let's try another one here. Let's have some fun here. Let's say we want to graph m is less than or equal to -1. So I want you guys to give this one a try, yes? M is less than or equal to -1. So pause the video, give it a try, and then come back and let's see if we get the same answer. Now, welcome back. So step 1, since m is less than or equal to -1, we will place a circle at -1. Do we use a closed circle or an open circle? An unshaded circle or a shaded circle? Very good, my friend. We will use a shaded circle or a closed circle. Why? Because the inequality sign is the fancy one. It's the one with the line below it. Yeah, the fancy one. So the fancy inequality signs will get the shaded circle, right? Okay. So we'll place our circle at -1. And we'll shade it. Yes? Now, step 2, we are going to shade. Now, since the inequality sign is less than or equal to, we will shade to the left of the circle. So just a line right here to the left. Are we done? Yes? Now, what is this graph showing us? Or what is the graph telling us? Well, first, the shaded circle at -1 tells us that -1 is a part of the solution, which makes sense. M is less than or equal to, it's less than or equal to -1. So -1 is a part of the solution. Yes? Now, we shade to the left of -1 because all of the values that are less than -1 will be to the left of -1. -2, -3, -4, they are all to the left of -1. Get the idea? Very, very good. Now, let's do one more. One more for fun, and then I am out of here. What if I want to do -2 is greater than m? Let's do that one. Now, I'm going to give you guys a chance to actually try this one. Yes? Let me see what you guys are going to come up with. It's a great learning experience here. Give it a shot and then come back. All right. Welcome back. Now here we have -2 is greater than m. Now when graphing inequalities, it's always the correct thing to have the variable come before the inequality sign. So we always want the variable to come first. So variable, inequality sign, then the value. Yes? So here, if -2 is greater than m, then m will be less than -2. Make sense? If -2 is bigger than m, then m has to be smaller than -2. Yes? So whenever you end up with a solution that looks like this, where the variable comes after the inequality sign, you always switch the inequality, or switch the solution. But however, when you switch, you make sure that you switch the inequality sign as well. Yes? We always want the variable to come first. So now we can graph. Yes? So since m is less than or equal to -2, we will place a open circle at -2 or an unshaded circle at -2. Yes? Since the inequality sign is less than, we will shade to the left of -2. Yes? Again, the open circle tells us that -2 is not a part of the solution because m is less than, m is smaller than -2. And we shade to the left because all the values that are smaller or all the values that are less than -2 are to the left of -2. How was this? Very simple, yes? Very simple, very fun, very exciting. 2 simple steps. Place a circle on the number line and shade. That's it. But the circle that we use depends on the inequality sign. Also, that the direction in which we shade depends on the inequality sign as well. Yes, I really hope that you guys find this video helpful and useful. And remember, if you want to continue to practice, this exercise is out of my 7th grade math workbook. You can master 7th grade math, next generation learning standards. You can get your copy from Amazon. Until next time, I want you to enjoy your math homework and remember to practice, practice, practice. See you.